Hello everybody, in today's video I am participating in a relaxation collab with Casey from Balanced Healthy Living and a number of different YouTubers, so I'll link everybody in the description bar below. Today we are sharing 3 things you can do on National Relaxation Day, which apparently is on August 15th. I had no idea it even existed. I don't know. Mondays aren't the most relaxing of days, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I have a lot of different things that I use to help with relaxing, and I'm actually going to take a different spin on this. I'm actually going to be talking a little bit more about occasional anxiety, because if you have occasional anxiety, you know that you cannot relax if you have occasional anxiety. So that's where I'm going with this. Relaxation and anxiety, they don't go together. So once you can clear the anxiety out, relaxation can come in, and there's a lot of things I do to help with that. So let me show you what they are. It's no secret that I use essential oils all day, every day, and I have an arsenal here of the different essential oils I use for relaxation. Or occasional anxiety, mostly occasional anxiety. So I'm using the term occasional anxiety because I have to. So that's why I'm using the word occasional in front of that. So I have sometimes ruminating thoughts, and I know a lot of us do as well, where we're thinking of something over and over and over. And a lot of times it's very unrealistic, but it seems very real to us. And so when our mind gets in that spin of like attention all over the place, constantly thinking all these different thoughts, I like to smell peppermint. So peppermint is such a strong, pungent's not the right word because it smells really good, and when I think of the term pungent, that's like awful, you know? But it's very, I mean, it will open up your sinuses like nothing else. You smell it? Oh, it smells so good. Oh my goodness, it's so cooling, mentholy, wonderful. So it's strong enough to bring your attention back to what you're doing in the present moment. A lot of times our thoughts go crazy and we leave the present time. We kind of are worrying about the past or worrying about the future or whatever. And so smelling peppermint just helps to bring your attention back because it's so strong. You can't help but focus on what you're smelling. Like, it's just wonderful. And I know for me, my digestive system, and I know this is for like everybody, all humans everywhere, have that brain-gut connection, okay? That's science, it just is what it is. And it has to do with the fight or flight response. So if we're like faced with some sort of like a tiger attacking you, are you gonna fight the tiger or are you gonna flee? Are you gonna run from it? And so depending on who you are, your digestive system in that situation either speeds up or stops completely. For me, I speed up. So peppermint is really good for helping to calm the digestive system down. So I'll take a drop of peppermint in my hand, rub it on the front of my shins, and it helps to chill my digestive system out in those anxious moments. So love having peppermint on hand. It's one of my go-tos when I'm starting to feel like, anxious and crazy. So going on to a different essential oil that I like to use. I like to use these two actually for similar purposes. When our mind kind of gets spinning, we need to come back to the present. We need to be grounded. And so I like to use Vetiver. Vetiver, I actually have a black cap on here because I have a roller ball on it. Vetiver is a very thick essential oil, and if you're trying to get a drop out, you'll be sitting there for like 20 minutes trying to get the drop to come out of the little orifice reducer. So anyway, I like to have a roller ball on this, and it is just such a grounding root. It comes from a root in the ground. Imagine that. Funny how that works. And so what I'll do with Vetiver, I'll roll it on the bottom of my feet, I'll roll it on my lower back, and it just helps to bring my attention back to the present time. Same thing goes with frankincense too. Frankincense also comes from a plant. This actually comes from the frankincense tree, Boswellia something tree. And it is just a very, again, grounding scent, grounding properties that are in the essential oil. Besides just smelling it, which is wonderful on its own, I will diffuse this in that little white thing behind me, my oil diffuser. If I am doing any kind of yoga, meditation, or prayer, any of those 3 things, I'll put frankincense on first. And part of that has to do with scent associations. When you're in a quiet, relaxing moment and you smell an essential oil or you smell anything, If you're then in a moment that is not a grounded moment, a semi-anxious moment, and you smell that frankincense or whatever it is again, you'll have that scent association back to that peaceful moment, and it will invoke feelings of calm. It's kind of like that, is it 21 Pilots song that's called Stressed Out, where the guy wants to bottle up a fragrance from his childhood into a candle, and he'd only sell it to his brother, you know, because his brother was part of his childhood, but it just brings that nostalgic kind of happy time back. It's the same exact thing. That is all scent association. So that's why I like to use frankincense, because I have that scent association with frankincense. So, I could go through a number of these. One other one that's really, really nice is lavender. Really nice to use before bed. It's just a very calming kind of scent. If you see anything that says aromatherapy on it at the grocery store, it'll probably have some sort of a lavender fragrance. It might not be real lavender, but it'll have a lavender-ish kind of scent to it. I love lavender. It brings me just feelings of peace, feelings of calmness. So I love to use that before bed, especially. If you guys are interested in learning more about essential oils, I have an Essential Oils 101 class coming up on Facebook on the 22nd of, I think that's a week from Monday. So I'll have that information in the description bar below if you guys are interested in learning more about the wonderful world of essential oils. So the next thing, you guys might think I'm a little crazy. I'm not, I promise. Okay, so what is this? This is white sage. You can get it from Whole Foods. You can get it online. I'll have it linked below. And it is a way to clear negative energy from yourself or from a space in your house or wherever. And so how you use this, you need to have a little bowl to catch the ashes that come off. You light it. I'll just show you. Okay, so you light it with a lighter or whatever. This is one of those like grill lighters, and it will start to smoke. I don't know if you can see this, that it's smoking. Can you tell? Yeah. And so what I'll do with this is I will cleanse my aura. That's what I do. And I'm gonna hold my thing up here so I can drop some of the ashes in here, but I will run it over my crown chakra, over the top of my head. I'm not nuts, I promise you. And then I'll rub it, like I'll just run it right over myself, all the way down to my feet and underneath the chair, and let it drop ash so it doesn't get all over my floor. And it really does help to clear yourself from negative, anxious emotions. And I will do this around my house too. And I'll put this down so I'm not like, I'll smudge you guys if you guys want it to. But yeah, and it just helps to clear the air, clear the aura of the room or yourself of any anxiety, negativity, all of that stuff. So I love my white sage smudger. It's just awesome. Something else that I'll do too, again, like I said with the frankincense essential oil, if I am doing meditation or prayer or yoga, I'll also burn frankincense resin. This is a resin burner right here. I'm not going to plug it in because it gets really hot. And here is frankincense resin. So this comes from the boswellia tree, like I said before, with the frankincense. And this is what it looks like before it is turned into an essential oil. And it's hard little pellets, and you put like 5 or 6 of them in this little thing, and you plug it in, and it will smoke, you know, and it smells like a Catholic church. It smells wonderful. And again, it's just a very grounding thing to do. It helps to bring your mind from being all out here to here, you know, it centers you, and it's just wonderful. I love using that just to help relax my mind a little bit. All right, I don't know what number I'm on. So that way I did, okay, so oils was 1, smudging and frankincense resin is 2. I'm gonna give you a bonus 2. So 3, I like to go outside in nature and do some earthing. And so that is connecting to the land, again, grounding, getting your mind from being up here into the center of yourself. And so I will go out, I'll walk around my neighborhood, I'll walk around a park, I'll try to find a park that has lots of trees. We do have a couple in the area that I live. If I can't go out for a walk, I'll just walk around my yard. I'll do some yard work. And it's just something that really helps you root to the earth. And it just, I don't know, has this calming effect on everybody that does it. I went to Banff National Park with my husband a few years ago. I think it's been 4 years ago now, which is up in Alberta, Canada. And it's my happy place, besides Disney. We all know Disney's my happy place too, but Banff is my happy place. It's just so beautiful. I'll insert some pictures here so you guys can see them. It's just, there is something about this place that is magical. Magical is not the right word. It's just so calming. We were walking through forest and heard nothing. Absolute silence. We could hear this little tiny trickle of water next to us, and just like off of a little stream, and it was the loudest sound ever. It smells like a natural air freshener. The mountains are beautiful, the lakes are beautiful, and it just had this feeling of peace there. And I am craving going to national parks. I just love them. I don't know, it has this connection to the earth that I just crave. So if I can't get outside, if it's snowing or if it's raining or whatever, what I'll do is I will take some rocks. And I've talked about this before. This is actually hematite stones. They're magnetized. How about that? These came from my sister, I think. She got them down in Myrtle Beach at a shop or something. And just holding these and even watching a YouTube video that's like a forest scene of ambient sounds. I'll link a channel in the description below that's just my favorite channel. Just gazing on that, or like an ocean scene or whatever, really helps me feel in tune with nature, and it does have an anxiety reducing effect. I absolutely love that. So the last thing is grabbing yourself something warm and wonderful like tea. I love Numi tea. This is the turmeric amber sun tea. I love this one. I like drinking peppermint tea, even just warm water with a drop of lemon essential oil in there. Just anything warm makes you stop and makes you, kind of be present. That's what it is. I mean, it's all about being present and, not being so concerned about the past or being worried about the future, and just being right here in the here and now gets that anxiety right out of you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't already and you'd like to, hit that button down below, subscribe so you never miss a Daily Dreamland video. Kiss someone you love today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao.